Don't be greedy. You must learn to satisfy.
I thought you guys cared. Well, then there was Ed Murray, but let's move along. Okay. Well, since then, you ignored your own paid consultant about suing mortgage electronic registration services, and Tim Burgess, in my opinion, the slimiest politician I've ever met, summarily shut her down, even though counties in Oregon have successfully sued MERS.
It was revised on September the 8th after the Supreme Court's decision in the Trujillo case to make it a little bit more updated, and it was presented to the City Council at a session where I was
Thank you.
not here.
Thank you.
Really like to have her speak.
Yeah, we're not going to do it today.
Okay.
Thank you very much. This closes our public comment period.
Great. May it please the council, I remember the day that I trusted the press in this town, and I trusted you guys on crime and homelessness and helping Seattle homeowners. Licata and Kshama Sawant acknowledged the bank's criminal activity against homeowners, and I made videos of her first campaign for free. I made a video with Mike O'Brien and the man who got his ear bitten off at the park. I thought it was an anomaly. It's not. Now, some of you and other candidates attended a forum I co-hosted with Michelle Darnell and SAFE about helping homeowners on mortgages because I was a closing attorney. I ran a title company, and Michelle is one heck of a paralegal. We worked on homeowner mediations together. I thought you guys cared. Well, then there was Ed Murray, but let's move along. Okay. Well, since then, you ignored your own paid consultant about suing mortgage electronic registration services, and Tim Burgess, in my opinion, the slimiest politician I've ever met, summarily shut her down, even though counties in Oregon have successfully sued MERS. And I leaked the audit when you were slow to produce it, and I successfully sued you to get the documents as to why you didn't sue MERS in the first place. And all I got was a bunch of redactions. Okay? And the homeless problem continues unabated, with homeless folks being shuffled around town back and forth to the same spots they occupied the last month. Okay? And they're either being abused sexually, some of them, used for money, or committing crimes themselves. Remember the Volkswagen rape? Yeah. Well, she's a friend of mine. And you have no clue or any plan what to do whatsoever. Everywhere we go, we are under siege in this town, and you are completely feckless in this whole endeavor. All right? Now, I'm at King Cast Mortgage Movies, Chris King's First Amendment page, for those of you on TV who can't find me, because you won't find me through traditional press because they won't talk about these issues. Let's get in the car. Get in the car. This is what it's about. There's a community center right there, retirement center, school back there, okay? Pepper, let's get in the car. Get in the car. This is what it's about. Seattle City Council is to blame for a lot of it. Seattle City Council, whatever you're doing with the homeless situation is not working still. You suck.
Thank you, Mr. King. Thank you for your testimony. We'll move to...
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Marguerite Richard.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. Thank you for getting it. Thank you. Hey guys, I got something for you. Here. Yeah.
We work with the Hand Up Project.
Yeah, let's talk outside. Hold on. Okay.
Don't be greedy. You must learn to satisfy. Yes.
Well, folks, I remember the day I trusted the press in this town, and they're no good. And then I trusted you on crime and homelessness and helping Seattle homeowners, and you're no good. Huh. I remember Licata and Kshama Sawant acknowledged the bank's criminal activity when I was helping Jane Mayer save her house. Yeah, they acknowledged the bank's criminal activity then against homeowners, and I made videos for her in her first campaign for free.
When we say that this is a grassroots movement, our future, the future of the 99%.
We need to basically recognize that what the banks are doing to citizens like Jane here is really criminal activity.
You got that right.
It's not only myself facing this kind of a situation,
right.
And there are millions of people are in the same position.
And it's not going to change, and what's happening elsewhere, things that are worse in other cities are going to happen in Seattle. So we cannot just be complacent about it. Complacent about it.
I made a video with Mike O'Brien in the park about the man who got his ear bitten off, and I thought it was an anomaly at the time. It was not.
But the park is closed. The park is closed.
I have no feeling in the top of my ear anymore because all of the nerve endings in the back of my ear were ripped out.
Posts on the outside with the rules of the road for the park. None of them are enforced.
Right. 2007, we bought a home, and I'm the HOA president, and I represent 9 homeowners. All 9 of us have been victimized by burglaries, vandalism, assaults, robberies, and threats. And I personally have been this summer trying to fight it myself. I've talked to Casey, I've been working with the community policing, I've walked into the precinct several times to say there's drug dealing happening right there, and told there's no one to address that.
Some of you and other candidates attended a forum that I co-hosted with Michelle Darnell and SAFE about mortgages because, I was a residential closing attorney, okay? I ran a title company. I thought you guys really wanted to help. Yeah, you didn't.
At the outset, I would just like to observe a moment of prayer and remembrance and respect for Phyllis Walsh and for anybody else in America who has taken their life in the face of an impending foreclosure.
And then there was this guy. Ew. Well, since then, you ignored your own paid consultant about suing Mortgage Electronic Registration Services, MERS, and Tim Burgess, the slimiest politician I've ever met, summarily shut her down, even though counties in Oregon have successfully sued MERS. And you could have used that money for the homeless, all right? Instead of the head tax that you balked on, all right? Now,
Susan Harmon's our last speaker.
Thank you.
And your time has started.
I'm Susan Harmon, and I'm part of a group of people that brought Marie McDonald here to speak at a group yesterday. I invited a number of you to that event, and no one did come, but I'm ceding my time to Marie McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen of the council, I am the consultant that you hired to conduct the City of Seattle review of mortgage documents. I'm here from Massachusetts, and I appreciate having just a moment of your time to go just a little off topic, but certainly housing is directly related to everybody here in this room today. Since I think you know that I completed the audit in May in terms of the analysis, my report was submitted to the city auditor's office on July the 29th. It was revised on September the 8th after the Supreme Court's decision in the Trujillo case to make it a little bit more updated, and it was presented to the City Council at a session where I was
Thank you.
not here.
Thank you. Yeah, we're not going to do it today.
Okay.
Thank you very much. This closes our public comment period.
Now, I leaked the audit that she did when you were slow to produce it. And I successfully sued you to get the documents as to why you didn't sue MERS, but all I got was a bunch of redactions that you really shouldn't use. You can get by on it legally, so I didn't come back at you, but you should tell the public why you didn't do it. But you won't, because you suck. The homeless problem continues unabated, with homeless folks being shuffled around town right back to the same spots that they were in the last month. And many of them are being abused sexually and used for money or committing crimes themselves. Like the rape of a friend of mine at the Volkswagen dealer last year. Remember that? Yeah, she does. She's going public now about it. Now it means I can talk about it now too. All right? And you have no clue or plan about what to do whatsoever.
This homeless issue could be alleviated if you had sued MERS, and you won't even tell me why you haven't done it.
Thank you, sir.
Everywhere we go, we are under siege in this town, and you are completely and utterly feckless. You should be ashamed of yourselves. But you're not, because you and your cronies are busy making money on the homeless.